What's going on, guys? Sin for the win here, and we are back doing our GM mode commentary with the Calgary Flames. We're here, gonna get into preseason and all that stuff, but first, I was just gonna sim up to the preseason. I forgot my scouting crap came up, so let me just send out my scout somewhere. Actually, before I do that, GM tracker. Let me just go to my abilities. I think I want to up my medical staff. Yeah, I'll need it. We'll need it for that playoff run. We're definitely going to have another playoff run. So let me just do that real quick. And then, no, not tracker. God damn it. Come on. GM options, scouting stuff. Yep. All right. So let's send this guy out probably somewhere around Canada. Come on. Yeah, Canada. And I'll start looking for forwards. Maybe. Maybe I should look for defensemen. Oh, we're on defensemen. No wonder. Alright, ooh, wow. WHL is looking like it's going to have quite a few. So let's go to WHL first. Scout that out. Alright, and I already changed all the settings back. Turn off injuries, turn back on goalie rotations, all that good stuff. Yeah, I forgot what the owner said he wanted from me this year, but was that even, I don't even remember him saying anything. Whatever. Oh yeah, and I already fixed all my lines, so let me give you guys a quick overview of the lines. So we got Gaudreau, McDavid, Kane, similar. I mean, the same pretty much, and then we got Toffoli, Monahan, and Wheeler. So yeah, that second line, it's still good, but it's starting to get a bit weaker. I don't like how Wheeler's 86 or Monahan's in 85 now, and Toffoli's capped out at 86. Now we have the new and improved, hopefully improved third line. Tyler Benson, Mitch Marner, and Colborne. And then on the fourth line, we got Poirier, Richards, the new addition, and Urich. And then defensively, looks a lot better. Ekman Larson was Zaboral. I checked. I did exit out and go back in, but Zaboral still is only listed as a top four, so that kind of sucks. But hey, he's 88 overall. So I mean, yeah, he's playing with Ekman Larson on that first line. The second line gonna be Seth Jones and Rundblad, and then Gravel and Giroux. The reason I'm not switching Jones and Giroux is because Jones is listed as top four, Giroux's listed as top six. I think Giroux will grow best in this position. I've thrown him in, I think, on the penalty kill, so we'll get extra ice time like that. And Jones, I'm still kind of hoping this guy gets a little better. If not, we could always trade this guy come the deadline or whenever. I don't know if I want to make any trades right now. Here's our power play. Kane, McDavid, Gaudreau, yeah, and Ekman Larson and Rundblad on the first one, two offensive defensemen. Then Toffoli, Monahan, Wheeler, Seth Jones, and Zaboral on the back end of the power play. Pretty similar here. Penalty kill is where I put Giroux in there. We got Zaboral and Gravel. That's just going to be filthy shutdown right there. And then Ekman Larson because he's great defensively, and then Giroux keeping Jones off this area. Yep, same thing here except McDavid, Monahan. And I was actually considering trading Monahan, but he is a pretty good penalty killer and defensive player. He still has one more year. If he has a really good year this year, maybe he jumps up a little bit. So I'll hold on to him. I will hold on to Monahan. All right, and yep, 4-on-4 lines. You guys can stop it if you want to see. I'm not gonna narrate everything. Goaltenders, we got Williams up here to be our backup, and he's still listed as a minor league starter, so it might be a little bit of a rough ride for him this year, but we'll give it to him. Gwendon's going to get a huge amount of games. So there are our lines, and I don't know if you guys care about. Oh, I'll just give you a quick rundown of the AHL lines as well. Here we go for the AHL lines. All right. Yeah, we don't have too many prospects in here anymore. We got our depth guys in here. Yeah, we took out. So we'd really like to kind of draft some workable prospects. I mean, we'll have some next year. But we've had late picks. If we're going to trade, I would like to acquire some picks if we're going to do some trades as well. And so that's one of the reasons I like to wait for the deadline, because we are eventually going to need like a first line right winger for Patrick Kane in a few years when he starts to decline. And same thing with Wheeler. Wheeler is probably going to retire soon as well. So we got to start thinking about that. Start looking at draft picks or prospects, anything like that. Anyway, let's get past the preseason and this first month and see how our team is doing. Let's go. We got a lot to answer for here. All right, while it's going through preseason, I'm going to take a little quick drink. Tasty. All right, so, oh, here we go. He wants us to make the conference semifinals. Yeah, I definitely do too. I want to make it back to the Stanley Cup. That's my goal. My goal this year, we have to make it back to the Stanley Cup. We have to. It's just bar none. We got to go back to the Stanley Cup, man. That's just like we. It's still lingering on my mind, man. That loss to the Montreal. That's a heartbreaker. I don't know what was worse though, getting swept like that or losing in a game seven. Like it doesn't matter either way because you lose. But Jesus, yeah, we're compliant. All right, let's get into the season. Um, yeah. Okay. All right, so let's see how we start off this year. Hopefully, we get off to a good start. There's a win. Let's beat the Sharks. They shouldn't be that good, right? They were like got the second overall draft pick unless they got a really good workable player. All right. Ooh, lost right there. It wasn't overtime though, so yet to lose in regulation. That's good. All right, Oilers and the Ducks. Back-to-back road games from Edmonton to Anaheim. That's a fucked up travel schedule. Jesus, there we go. 2 wins. That's what I like to see. All right, now we can beat the Sharks this time. We're on home ice. Come on, guys. I know you can do it. Yes, there we go. All right. Getting off to a good start. And it looks like our first line is coming alive early in the season. That's good. You see McDavid and Kane on the leaderboard there, and I also saw Gaudreau before that. Good year for rookies. All right, so that's good. So this would definitely be the kind of year to try to acquire some good picks. All right, come on. That was our first regulation loss against against Montreal. Fuckers. Whatever. We're still getting off to a good start. Wow, Hornquist 8 goals already. Crazy. All right, come on, guys. Keep it up. I'm liking this. We're doing good. 6-1-1 to start. That's a good start. All right, so, and let me just pull up your comments while this is simming. I'll kind of give you overview. There were some good ideas in here. Oh, let me send out the scout first. Forwards. I kind of want to get Canada looked at. OHL. Not too much in the OHL. I'll probably still scout it. Let me scout. No, I'll just go in order. OHL, we'll do QMJHL next. All right, so get the OHL scouted out. What was I gonna say? Fuck, now I forget. Yeah, there's some people were suggesting some pretty good trades. One of them, King Khan, had said trade Gravel and Runblad for a better top four guy that ranges between 85, 87. The only problem with that is I'd be trading an 83 and an 85 for like maybe an 87. I mean, then we'd have to bring up an 80. So I think that's kind of just a trade, just a trade. And I do agree that Zaboral, I'm set for a top defenseman. Zaboral he's good enough. Yeah, Gerard is listed as top four. He is not. He's listed. Okay, I'm just skimming through this guy's comment. Yeah. All right. So I think I met all your demands besides that trade. And the only thing I think about that trade is it's kind of while I could do it, why? I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I would unload some salary cap as well, but I don't really think our team's in a position to unload salary cap. We're still have like $5 million to work with, and unless this was free agency and there was a star out there for like 9 mil that I needed to sign, or some kind of top two guy, then I would do that. But right now I'm kind of liking the outlook, the look of our team. Wow, kind of been losing some games. I haven't been paying attention. What the hell? All right, there we go. 8-4-1. Doing a little bit better now. Yeah, and Max Scott, you were the one who made me kind of reconsider wanting to trade Monahan. But you again, there's another person saying to unload Gravel. He's saying it's a little too much to be paying for an 83 D-man. I do agree, but at the same time, I'm going to go back to my whole thing is like we're not strapped for salary cap room at this point. I just I don't see why we would need to do that, but I will, come the trade deadline, I will consider all this. Holy crap, what the fuck, guys? We did so well. Now we're just like average 9-6-2. I mean, winning record, but come on, we're a lot better than this. Oh well, I'll check all the stats after this month is done. See what's going on with this team. There we go. Good win right there. Good win. Come on, guys. We need to step it up here. Beat the Sharks. They're still crap. Beat them. There we go. Thank you. All right, just rack up some wins, man. I don't want to see this like a lot of regulation losses early. It always kind of worries me. I don't care about overtime losses. A point's a point, but yeah, those regulation losses early can really hurt your chances during the season. I mean, I still think we're going to be a playoff team, but yeah, I don't 12-7-2. It's for our team. I think we're underachieving right now. But then again, I've set my expectations really high. Oh my god, maybe too high. So let me just I'll just calm down a little bit and kind of let this run. Yeah, and I think that's kind of it for the comments. I'm recording this pretty soon after the release of that latest video, so maybe some of you haven't been able to get there, or maybe you're just expecting there to be like 3 or 4 days between each video, like there has been. I do apologize for that. Midterms and all that stuff, school, and yeah. But good news is, on the next term, I'm actually going to be quitting my job, focusing 100% on school, so I will have a little more time to do this, and that's going to be fun. So, yay. All right, 14-9-2. Oof. Winning record, but not the kind of start that I wanted to see. So, let's see what's going on here. All right, ninth in the NHL. Goals for per game, top 10. That's good. Goals against per game, middle of the pack. That's got to improve. What the hell? Especially with our team, that's got to improve. We have a great team. What the hell? Power play percentage. Wow, our power play is not clicking. PK percentage, middle of the pack. We're kind of just a middle of the pack team right now. That's not good. 8-6-0, 6-3-2, and then last 10, 5-4-1. Okay, don't know what to make of this quite yet. Let me check out the player stats for the season so far. Maybe, yeah, maybe that goals against thing has to do with us switching up, putting like a scoring based third line in there. So a bit of a transition year, but I want those guys to get better, and I want to kind of play them where they're listed. They're all listed as third liners. So, all right, forwards. There we go. Johnny Gaudreau, Patrick Kane, Connor McDavid. All right, they're all on top. Monahan is not producing like he usually does. So now I'm rethinking wanting to trade Monahan. I'll give him more time. I will give him more time. I mean, I can see he's good defensively, but I don't think he's as good as he used to be defensively, or it just hasn't moved. I mean, 85, 84, 85 for a second line two-way forward. I'd like that to be higher, especially if he's going to be killing penalties as well. But I mean, he's still good in the role. Can't take anything away from him. He's still good. Maybe he'll start to come alive. So I'm not going to just ship him off right now. I mean, especially with his history on this team, I'm not going to just make any rash decision. But yeah, I mean, Marner is almost has as many points as he does. Crazy. So maybe our third line is kind of taking away some points. Well, Urich actually has more points than Benson. So Benson, come on, man. Urich, good job though. Maybe this guy jumps. I hope. Jesus. All right, defenseman. Yeah, Ekman, Larson, Rundblad, Jones, Gerard, Zaboral. Zaboral down there on the first line. Whatever. Maybe he's more the shutdown guy next to Ekman Larson. He plays more stay at home, even as a two-way defenseman, because Ekman Larson's got his mind thinking offense. Whatever. If it works, it works. All right. And goaltenders, I'm feeling this isn't going to look too good. Gwynn not bad. All right, 2.44, but his record, that's not good. 10-8, 0-1. What the hell, man? You got to Our team's got to play better in front of you. Save percentage 91.93. Our backup, he's doing pretty good. His individual stats not much, 2.67, and save percentage of 90, but 4-1-1. Yep, 4-1-1. That's he's got us 8 extra points. So there we go. That's what I need from a backup. Give me some points. All right, so that takes care of that. I'll let it go another month before I consider making line changes. So let's see if our team can right the ship right here. If not, I'll consider making some changes. Mostly on the special teams end. I think our 5-on-5 is pretty good, but our special teams end could use some improvement, I'm pretty sure. It's our power play and penalty kill. If we could tighten those up, I think everything else will improve as well. Because if you remember, man, our goals against was one of our better stats last year. Now we're kind of, on the back end of that. And it probably maybe a little bit has to do with me switching up my strategy for my third line. But I thought with the improvement in our defensive core, just naturally, it would have been able to handle it. Okay, scouting. So let's go to the QMJHL forwards for 6 weeks. All right. There we go. All right, let's finish this month off. Oh yeah, what is I saying? Yeah, if I thought because our defensive core, it was kind of like mixed, like all mashed up last year, and we had like 85s and 86s in every which way. But now I think it's a lot more. It's a lot more obvious where they should play. You got Zaboral 88, you got Ekman Larson 87, you have Seth Jones 84, Rundblad 85, and then you got Gravel 83 with Gerard 83. It's pretty obvious where all those 6 should play now. As opposed to last year, it was like kind of anyone could play anywhere depending on how I felt they were doing. And holy crap, we've started to turn it around. Good. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. That's what I like to see. Did I just jinx us? No. Good. Good. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm worried now. Beat the Kings. Come on. Yes. There we go. So yeah, it was a bit of a risk and a bit out of my own system making a third line scoring line because I rarely do that, but I also rarely have an elite goalie with a very good defensive core. So, and we have a very good offensive core too. So I'm not sure. The main reason I did it is because we have two prospects there. I didn't try to force building a third line scoring line. I kind of took, well, I can't really play Marner and Benson anymore down in the AHL. They're too good. And so might as well, we have Colborne there. He kind of can swing both ways. Giggity. He kind of goes both offense and defense as a power forward. So I figured, Marner and Benson there with him, that could prove to be something that works. So yeah, we're looking good so far now. 24, 11, and 2, good record. Almost a 2-to-1 loss ratio. Yeah, looking good. Pretty much a 2-to-1 loss ratio right now. That's really good. Now we can check out standings, and maybe our team has just improved naturally now. Yeah, we're second in the NHL behind fucking Montreal. Hey, but we have a game in hand, so we're potentially tied with these guys. So screw them. All right, goals for per game, seventh in the NHL. Goals against per game. There we go, top 5. All right, all right. Started to get better on its own. That's good to see. Power play, middle of the pack for power play. How's our penalty kill? Penalty kill, same thing. So our special teams is middle of the pack, which isn't something to freak out about, but I will take a look at it. Last 10, 8-2-0. That's good. Home 13-7, away 12-4-2. All right, so let's before we check out the lines and maybe make some changes, let me check out the individual stats. All right, so load. I'm going to take a drink while it's loading. There we go. Forwards. Oh wow, Johnny Gaudreau, point per game player. He's our assist man, really? Point per game player, Johnny Gaudreau, 40 points in 38 games, 12 goals, 28 assists. Patrick Kane, 17 goals, 18 assists for 35 points. McDavid, 11 goals, 21 assists for 32 points. I got no problem with how my first line's playing. Second line, Toffoli, 12 goals, 12 assists, 24 points. Good. Wheeler, 10 goals, 13 assists, 23 points. Monahan, 19 points. I need Monahan to do better. I want him to have 25 points by now. Yeah, he's not having this type of seasons he has been having. Then we got Richards and Colborne, our depth guys, Marner, Urich. Yeah, it looks like our third line really slowed down there. No big deal. Third and fourth line kind of on par with each other. The thing I have these, third line scoring for is mainly for that playoff run. Depth scoring will help, and we kind of learned when we saw Montreal, they had scoring all around, and so I kind of took a page out of their book. Then again, I don't have as good of a goalie or as good of a defensive core as they had, but adapt or die. All right, so defenseman now. Ekman Larson, there we go, 30-point season, 4 goals, 26 assists. Rundblad, Jones, Zaboros, so he's starting to creep up, and then Giroux and Gravel. Plus minuses, everyone's a plus besides Rundblad and Jones, so maybe we screw around with that second pairing. Maybe a two-way guy and an offensive defenseman isn't that good for that second pairing. Not sure. But I don't want to break up Giroux and Gravel because look at their plus minus. So Rundblad and Jones, you guys are just kind of have to get better on your own because I'm not going to break up Giroux and Gravel. They are just shutting it down back there. Really like to see that. That's great to see. All right, and goaltenders. There we go. Gwynn just started to turn it on. What was he, 10-8 last time we checked on him? Now he's 19-9. Unbelievable. 2.11 goals against average with a save percentage 93.03. And our backup, Williams, 2.79 goals against average, 6-2 and 1, and save percentage 90.48. I'm happy with his backup performance. That's 12 extra points. He has a winning record. You can't complain about that. So, yeah, 30 games played to 9. I would like to, that ratio could kind of keep up. I'd like to see Gwynn maybe get a few more starts in there, but it doesn't matter. Got to save him for the playoffs so his ass doesn't get fucking injured again. So, yeah, there we go. All right, so that takes care of all the individual stats. Should we go one more month? Yeah, I think we can go one more month. Maybe get up to the All-Star break. Yeah, let's just Yeah, let's get up to the. Let's just fucking pass the All Star break. Yeah, let's get almost to the deadline. Can we? We can. No, we can't really get it to the deadline. All right, all right. So, oh yeah, let me take it to the All Star break. No, fuck it. Just do the whole month. I have to do it by month. I'm way too OCD to do anything else. Besides when it comes to the trade deadline, because that kind of matters. All right. Anyway, just gonna keep simming here. All right. So there we go. Continuing our winning ways. Good to see. Looks like Kane easily gonna have that 20 goal season, probably 30 goal season again. That's good. Did he have a 40 goal season last year? I don't think so. Fuck, I forget. I forget already. All I know is he was amazing, and he was great for us in the playoffs as well. Oh God, couple losses there. I don't like to see that. Come on, guys, turn it around. Come on, turn it around, please. I'm not gonna look away until you guys get a win. Thank you. All right, there we go. Whew. I hate to see like losing streaks. It's bad. Throws me off. Yeah, I don't really care about trade offers. Okay. So now I'm gonna start thinking of kind of strategies going into the deadline. I should kind of check out standings as well. So if we are going to make some moves, I would like to pick up some draft picks, especially like first rounds. And at the deadline, although I don't like trading for the draft picks at the deadline, I can still easily kind of gauge top 10 picks from there. That's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for first overall or even top 5. I just want top 10 picks. You can get really serviceable players in the top 10 at this stage in the GM mode. So yeah, let me scout it out a bit. Where else are we good? Let's see if there's anyone in Russia. Since we have really good potential for Russia. There's a few here. We could scout them out, see if they get any better. Or Europe. Let me just go for Russia first. 6 weeks in Russia. All right. What was I saying? Yeah. Top 10 pick at this point. You can get very, very serviceable players. Maybe not serviceable right away, but within a year or two. And if we can pick some of those up in the coming draft, or even maybe get lucky with the lottery, but I doubt it because I've never, ever, ever won the lottery in any of my GM modes. So I think it's kind of a. Someone tell me if you've ever won the draft lottery, because I never have. I think it's just coded in there that you're not allowed to ever get the first round pick or the first overall pick in the game. You have to freaking do work for it, which would make sense. I mean, I won't complain about it too heavily because it is pretty easy to swindle the CPU in this game with your trades, even though they've taken. I always play on the hardest trading difficulty, and they've taken some good measures to make some trades harder. But I mean, at the same time, it's a video game. If you want to make something happen, you can make it happen. But that's also the fun of the video games. You make the unrealistic become real. That's why this is like fucking virtual reality. So yeah, you know, this isn't the NHL. Speaking of the NHL, how about the Coyotes getting fucking kicked out of Glendale and now maybe they're not kicked out of Glendale. Holy crap. It's sad to see, man. That's just horrible to see a freaking city, vote to kick out an NHL team. I don't know the whole story behind it. I've been reading some stuff because I do follow the Coyotes on my Team Stream app. Long story short, I used to be a sports writer for a hockey website, and I used to write for the Coyotes because no one else wanted to write for them. So I wrote a few articles and then, yeah, did school and then I had to kind of quit that. Anyway, so I've been reading up about that situation. But yeah, what do you guys think about that situation? Like, maybe you guys have a little more information on it, but I think that's, if you sign a fucking contract, like, unless the other party completely, you know, what am I trying to say? Like, does something to void that contract, like some kind of clause in there that they like completely trample on, like how could you even void that? And the NHL is completely on their side. Even Gary Bettman's on their side. Then again, Gary Bettman tosses around honeyed words, so I don't know if that's great to have him on your side. But yeah, I was just gonna touch on that a little bit. And right now, the freaking Game 6 is going on, and I'm taping it. So now you guys know how much I love you. I'm recording this while I'm taping Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. So yeah, and part of the reason is because I hate watching it while it's live. I like to skip through the commercials. Anyway, what the hell was I doing? I just got on a rant right there. Okay, yeah, team standings and stuff, right? Yeah, I think so. Goals for per game. We're first in the NHL now. Hey, goals for per game, top 10, sixth. Goals against per game. We're in the top 5, so good. We're right where we want to be. Power play percentage still middle of the pack. PK percentage middle of the pack. So Maybe I want to. Yeah, I forgot to screw with those. I was gonna screw with those next time, and then I got caught up. Maybe you guys can. I'll just leave it to you guys. Maybe you guys can give me some suggestions about that. Yeah, that's my excuse whenever I forget something. I'll just give it to you guys. Yay! All right, individual stats. There we go. Patrick Kane. All right. He's almost a point a game player. 23 goals, 26 assists. Johnny Gaudreau, 15 goals, 33 assists for 48 points. McDavid, 13 goals, 26 assists for 39 points. I'd like to see McDavid get a little bit more. Then Toffoli, 19 goals, 15 assists for 34 points. So he looks like he's going to be a 20 goal scorer. Good. Wheeler, he might be. I think he'll be a 20 goal scorer. 13 goals, 18 assists, 31 points. Monahan, though, yeah, he's slowed down a lot. This is not the Monahan we've been used to seeing, and I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, the whole second line not good in plus minus. Look at that. So something's not clicking on that second line either. And then we got Richards, Colborne. Yeah, all these. Everyone's a plus. Besides Wheeler and the second line. Yeah, we got a +1 and then another +1. So something weird's going on with that second line. Maybe it's because they're spending so much time with that second defensive pairing. But then again, you could say the same thing either way. Anyway, defensively, yeah, still Ekman Larson leading. Wow, man, he's doing great. Almost, he's close to point per game as a defenseman. Wow. So if he stays on this pace, I don't know, with Subban and all these guys, I don't think this guy will ever win the Norris. But you never know. If he could just stay on this pace, maybe he might have a chance. All right, so there you see all our defensemen. And goaltender wise, yeah, Gwynton's still having a phenomenal season. 25, 12, and 2. Goals against average 2.15. Save percentage of 92.72. How many shutouts? 5 shutouts, that's good. And then backup, still liking that backup performance. Still a really good backup performance. All right. Not like really good, but I mean, he's getting it done. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. I kind of wanted to get up to the deadline, but then again, it's a little bit more ways to go. And this is kind of getting up there in time. I didn't want to go to a 30-minute video, but looks like I'm getting close to that. Anyway, so this is going to be Sin signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to leave a like and a comment and give me all your suggestions, maybe how I could fix that power play and penalty kill. Then again, it's not horrible, but it's not great. But I'm loving our goals against. We've kind of fixed ourselves, even with a third line scoring line. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.